Problem number 3. The simply supported wood beam ABC as shown in the figure has the rectangular cross-section. The beam supports a concentrated load of 300 Newton located at 2 meters from the left support. Determine the maximum displacement and the maximum slope angle of the beam. Use E is equal to 12 gigapascal for the modulus of elasticity. Neglect the weight of the beam and take note that the reaction at A and C have already been computed by equilibrium analysis. So we have here our illustration, our figure. We have a support at point A which is a simply supported. At point C that is a roller. So we have a reaction at point A which is 100 Newton. At point C is 200 Newton. We have the cross section of the beam which is 40 by 80 millimeters. And we're given with our modulus of elasticity which is 12 gigapascal. So to start with, we're going to have the moment of inertia of the cross-sectional area. So our I here is equal to BH cubed all over 12. So if we try to substitute, you have 40 times 80 cubed all over 12. It gives us 1.7067 times 10 to the 6th mm to the 4th. Or this is actually equivalent to 1.7067 times 10 to the 6 to the negative 6 meters to the 4th. And our flexural rigidity, which is EI is our flexural rigidity. So that will be equivalent to 12 times 10 to the 9th multiplied to 1.7067 times 10 to the negative 6th. So this gives us the value of 20. This is 20.48 times 10 to the 3rd Newton meter squared. So we have now our flexural rigidity. So for this one, the elastic curve as shown in our figure, in our dashed line, if you're going to observe, this is our elastic curve. The loading, because the loading is discontinuous, so we're going to consider two segments of the beam. So we have here segment AB and segment BC. So we're going to compute for the moment for segment AB and segment BC. So for the moment, we're going to section our beam for segment AB. So if we try to section this one, so we have here our shear, we have here our moment, and we have our reaction at point A. So our moment here is equivalent to this distance, of course, is x. So we have here 100x. Of course, this is in Newton meters. Then if we're going to section segment BC, so if we're going to section segment BC, so we're going to have here point A. So we have our reaction at point A, 100 Newton. Then we have a load which is concentrated, 300 Newton. So this is our shear force. We have our moment force. And this one is 2 meters. And this arbitrary distance is our x. So therefore, our moment at segment BC is equal to 100 times x clockwise direction. Then 300 will rotate in a counterclockwise direction. So minus 300 times x minus 2. So we have here Newton meters. So we have now our value for our maximum moment at segment BC. Now we're going to have our differential equation. We're going to substitute now our moment to our differential equation of the elastic curve. Let's start with segment AB. segment AB here is EI V double prime is equal to 100x. So EI V prime is equal to 100x squared all over 2 plus C sub 1. Or this is simply 50x squared plus C sub 1. Of course, this is in Newton meter squared. Then EIV is equal to 50x cubed all over 3 plus C sub 1x plus C sub 2. So this is we have now the equation for a segment AB. So for segment BC, for segment BC, we have EIV double prime is equal to 100x minus 300 times x minus 2. This is of course Newton meters. So this will give us 50. If we're going to integrate 50x squared minus 150 times x minus 2 raised to the second plus C sub 3. Then integrating further, EIV is equal to 50 x cubed all over 3 minus 150 times x minus 2 raised to the third all over 3 plus C of 3x plus C sub 4. So this is 50x cubed all over 3 minus 50 times x minus 2 raised to the third plus C sub 3x plus C sub 4. So you make use of C sub 3 and C sub 4 for segment BC since we have used C sub 1 and C sub 2 for segment AB. Now we're going to identify now the constant C sub 1, C sub 2, C sub 3, and C sub 4 using our boundary conditions. So we start with using our boundary condition. We start with the first one, wherein no deflection at point A due to the support. The support at point A is a simply supported one. So that is a pin support. That is a pin or hinge support at point A. So therefore, you're going to have V at x equal to 0 is equal to 0. So meaning to say the deflection at A due to support is 0. So we're going to have V is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. So if we try to substitute, we get C sub 2 is equal to 0. The second one is we're going to have here there is no deflection at point C. The support is a roller support. So therefore, V at x equal to 3 is equal to 0. So no deflection at point C due to support. So we have here our x is equal to 3 and V is equal to 0. So if we try to substitute this one to our equation at segment BC, so we have here 0 is equal to 50 all over 3 times 3 cubed minus 50 times 3 minus 2 cubed plus C sub 3 times 3 plus C sub 4. So we can have the 3 C sub 3 plus C sub 4 is equal to negative 400. This is Newton meter cube. So therefore, for the third boundary condition, the slope at point B is continuous. So we can equate the equation for the slope at segment AB to the equation of the slope for segment BC. So we're going to have V prime at x equal to 2 equal to V prime at x equal to. So this is equating the equation for segment AB and segment BC using the slope equation. So therefore, if we try to substitute the value for x, we can have 50 times 2 squared plus c sub 1 is equal to 50 times 2 squared plus c sub 3. So we have c sub 1 is equal to c sub 3. Then we have the fourth boundary condition. The deflection at P is continuous. So which means that we can make use the equation for the deflection equation of segment AB, equate that one to the equation of deflection to segment BC. So you have B at x equal to 2 equal to B at x equal to 2 positive. So 2 negative and 2 positive, this is the equation for the deflection at point, the equation of the deflection at point AB and at segment AB and at segment BC. So substituting using the equation for deflection for segment AB and segment BC, so you have AB is equal to BC. So deflection equation, substitute the value for x, which is 2, so 50 all over 3 times 2 raised to the third plus c sub 1 times 2 plus c sub 2 is equal to 50 all over 3 times 2 raised to the third plus c sub 3 times 2 plus c sub 4. So you have 2 c sub 1 plus c sub 2 is equal to 2 c sub 3 plus c sub 4. So now if we're going to make use of the value for c sub 2, which is equal to 0, and c sub 1 is equal to c sub 3, substitute that one to this equation. So we can have the value for our c sub 1, c sub 2, c sub 3, and c sub 4. So therefore, if we try to substitute that one to our equation, so we can have c sub 1 is equal to c sub 3, which is equal to negative 400 all over 3, and c sub 2 is equal to c sub 4, and that is equal to 0. Now we're going to obtain now the value for our slope and deflection for segment AB and segment BC. We try to substitute the value of our flexural rigidity EI, so segment AB. So V prime is equal to, substitute the value for our EI. So we have 50 x squared minus 400 all over 3 all over 20.48 times 10 to the third. So this will gives us 2.441 x squared minus 6.510 times 10 to the negative 3. And our V here is equal to 50 all over 3 x cubed minus 400 all over 3 x all over 20.48 times 10 to the third, and that gives us 0.8138 times x cubed minus 6.510 x times 10 to the negative 3 matrix. Now for segment BC, our slope equation will be equivalent to, you substitute the rigidity value, flexural rigidity value, so you have 50 x squared minus 150 times x minus 2 squared minus 400 all over 3 all over 2.48 times 10 to the third, and this gives us the result of 2.441 times x squared minus 7.324 times x minus 4 squared minus 6.150 quantity times 10 to the negative 3.